Welcome back to Richmond Tourism Talk. I'm Samantha Burford, and with me today is Tom McConnell. And I have a wonderful flyer. This is incredible what they've got going on. Picking, grinning, and pulling.
You got it.
And it's not only that, but it's going to have lots of bluegrass music, a big festival you guys are going to have. So for those of you that don't know what this picking, grinning, and pulling is, just start right out and tell us all about it.
Well, it's going to be taking place March 14th and 15th at the Madison County Fairgrounds in Richmond, Kentucky. The story on this deal is this is the second largest antique tractor pull in the world. And we're anticipating well over 500 tractors and probably 1,000 hooks going down the track. And we've got tractors coming in from Canada, Minnesota, of course, Kentucky, Indiana, Tennessee, Texas, Florida. They're all coming in. We're paying one of the largest purses ever for the antique tractor pullers. And when we took this event over, we wanted to make it the largest antique pull in the country. And then we started looking at it and said, you know, what else do people that like these old classic tractors, what else do they like? Yeah, they like bluegrass music. So we got into the picking. Yeah. So that's the picking part. We've got Bluegrass 101's going to be there. We've got Shades of Grass. And we're going to have jam sessions. So if you got a guitar, mandolin, banjo, come on out. Yeah, and we're going to have several other local bluegrass bands as well. Then we got the grinning part. Because if you're at an antique tractor pull with all these old fine gentlemen and ladies, they're always cracking up, cutting jokes. And I thought, now what could we do on the grinning side? Well, we came up with, on Friday night, we're going to have the Moron Brothers there. They play guitar, banjo, bluegrass music, but they cut jokes the entire time. They are hilarious.
So they'll keep you smiling.
They will. And then later on that night, kind of going back into the music side of things, we're going to have Blair Carman, and he does rockabilly, Jerry Lee Lewis style piano, as well as old time country. So that's going to do the Friday night on the picking and grinning, and then Saturday, of course, we got our bluegrass bands, jam sessions all day, and then if we believe things are going to get out of hand, the Law's coming in, and the Law is Barney Fife from Mayberry. We've got Sammy Sawyer. He is a Barney Fife, looks just like him, impersonator coming up, and he's going to be driving his old police car around, walking through the pool, telling jokes, and then later that evening in the Bluegrass Hall, he's going to have an entire show for people to see. And then, of course, a lot of pulling. Again, this is where it all started, was with the antique tractor pulls. And the antique tractor pulls are interesting because when you think of all the street rods out there, your old 1930s, 40s, 50s cars, people go to these shows, they look at them, and they go, wow. It's the same thing with these tractors. I mean, you don't see many Farmalls or Johnny popping John Deeres on the farm anymore. And what the guys do, they restore them, and then they hook them to a sled, and we're having what's called the baddest antique tractor in the world competition both days. It's paying big money to these guys, and they're taking tractors made in the 30s, 40s, and 50s that were making maybe 30 horsepower. Some of these guys are making 400 and 500 horsepower. So it is, and it's just overwhelming to see that many old classic tractors, and they look good going down the track. And then if you want to take a little break, go over and enjoy some bluegrass music, go listen to some of the comedians, and then we've got wood carvers there that are going to be carving out benches to auction off, and they're going to be carving out some old tractors. So there's just going to be a lot of stuff to do for everybody.
Wow. So for Richmond Tourism, I mean, this is incredible because for Madison County, you're bringing in people from all over the United States and Canada. You said they're going to be filling up our hotels. Some of them will eat locally with you guys. We'll get to that because there's going to be lots of food there too, but they'll be at our restaurants. This is incredible that Madison County can hold such an exciting event like this.
Well, we're very, very excited about it, and the food, you know, we're going to be grilling Bubba Burgers, America's #1 frozen burger, where you're going to get to have them fresh, and if you like them, stop at Walmart on the way home and take some home with you. Of course, Moon Pie, one of our big sponsors, going to be deep frying the moon pies as well. We work with Faygo Soda, and Faygo has over 50 varieties of soft drinks, so it's a real interesting
Great.
company to work with. And of course, our friends from Howes Lubricator, our official oil company, they're coming down from Rhode Island. They're going to be checking things out as well and going to be giving some product away. So it's going to be fun for everybody.
And it's not just for the big kids. It's little kids are invited too.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And I mean, prices, it's $10 for adults, kids 6 and under free, and there's going to be something to do. We're going to start the pulling at 12 o'clock both days. Music's going to start up around 3 or 4 o'clock and continue on, and you can go to bluegrasspulling.com and get all the show information of the where, when, what, and how, but it's going to be a blast.
And give us the dates one more time.
March 14th and 15th, the fairgrounds in Richmond, Kentucky. Picking, grinning, and pulling. Get ready. It's going to be a hee-hawing good time.
Tom, we love your enthusiasm. Wouldn't it be nice if we could even have more events like this throughout Madison County and lots of enthusiasm? You're going to have a great turnout. I can feel it.
I think so, and we're really looking forward to it. Glad to be working with Richmond Tourism.
Well, we're happy to have you here, and thanks very much. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Good weather.
Let's do it. Oh, and it's all indoors, so remember that part. It's
Oh, that's
indoors.
even better.
So, good deal.
Yeah, good. Okay, Tom, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, and we'll be right back with more Richmond Tourism Talk.